Where were we? We got the tier 4s. Yeah. Let me make sure YouTube chat's up as well. Just because I don't actually have it selected over here for this stream. What's up? Ah, you got me. Ah. How's it going? Yeah. What's good? I was doing some evening Satisfactory. What about you? Just chilling, I see. What was I building? Hopefully I've got the stuff for whatever it was. I'm just gonna go up there. Boop. What's the next goal anyways? For the time being, I think we're gonna have to do a couple of these intermediary things before we can move on to phase 3, which is up there in the top right. So I think some of the milestones, I saw petroleum power there, so I went ahead and selected it, but I think there's a couple others we're gonna need to do as well. So I have been setting up a good production of some of these intermediaries, which is just gonna have to happen. Hopefully this is enough for a little while. According to my data, my data being this modeler thing that I have, this is going to make me 15 frames a minute and 37.5 advanced plates a minute, which I could potentially just turn into more frames in the future. Okay, this is where I stopped. I got that set up and that was it. What's your base's power source? There is a coal-like thing way out there. You can actually see it, I think, on the map if I were to ping coal. Perhaps it would be close enough to show up. But it's like down here. It's probably not going to make it down there. This coal we're using for steel. There's another one past that we're using for power. One that I am not fully utilizing, by the way. I could go set up more if we need it. Speaking of which, do we need it? Yes. Okay, well, I'll go do that after I set up this.
There's more power needed.
Yeah, pretty soon. Welcome back. How much do these use? 30 a minute? Times 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? 9. Don't I only need 8 of these? There we go. Yes, he is in my lobby. The A-Train himself is in your lobby. Yes.
Gotta
2, 3,
go
4,
fast.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait, 11. Oh, one of those is okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 over here. In theory, I only need 8 over here, but I forget if that's a nice even split or not. Go check my model again. Yes. Yes. I see. How many can these make per minute? Yeah, it's 50 a minute. Why do I need... Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. There's 10 more up here. That's where the 20 is coming from. And then I need a 0.4. Okay, so I do need 9. Gotcha. Understood. To be fair, you had this name before the boys came out, right?
Yeah, it's been there for a little while now. It happens. Same thing with the old hairdo. I remember having a big swoosh haircut because that's what all the kids had in the early 2000s. And then Justin Bieber hit, and every single person called me Bieber.
Oh.
But now it's the same thing coming around. All right, I like the name A-Train. Friend called me that once. I was like, all right, I can roll with that. And then here comes the boys to remind me, surprise.
Surprise.
He's a drug addict. My gamer tag's after a drug addict. That murders people.
Why is the supply chain blocked? What the hell? Of the blue stuff? Wait, blue stuff. Oh, you talking about the many screws that I have? Yes. I'm known for my screw output. I don't have the other product, so this thing is not crafting through these yet. I'm working on the other half of the product over here. I'm going to craft it here. It's going to go into this, and through there, and into these machines, and out the other side, and then all the screws are going to get consumed. In theory.
What?
And go with... I do need to... Yeah, I needed to set a ceiling up here. Not for any particular reason, but just so that I have one in the sake of consistency. Yeah, that works.
These are what's supposed to make the rotors. What's the other part?
Nope, I'm too far. Zoop! Zoop! Oh, why do these stick through? That's just... They all gotta be like that. Okay. That'll do. Can I make that jump? Let's see. Use a little bit of jet fuel, and I can, because jet fuel does not melt hovering concrete platforms. Boom. Build mode zoop. Yep. So that you can zoop. You can also vertically zoop. Or you could just single place if you're Libyan. Hi, Smokey. I see you always wait until I'm playing a game to come in here and join me. Probably because I'm making noise, and he's like, what is the ruckus? What's up, Smokes? Are you gonna hop on my lap without permission again? I know that's like your favorite pastime. Yep. Smokey on the lap. Smokey on the lap. Oh, yo, check what I got. I got at the store, Austin. I got these, you remember those, like, crackers? The Lance brand crackers?
Lance brand cracker.
They were, like, little 6-packs of, like, peanut butter or cheese crackers.
Yeah.
That you would, like, eat in middle school.
Yeah.
I got a pack of them.
Nice. I have not had one of those in years. I think there was a brand called Austin that made those crackers.
Well, I saw them at the store and they were on sale, so I was like, you know what?
Did you get the peanut butter flavored?
I got the peanut butter crackers.
Nice.
Okay, so
Definitely
this needs a total of 270 a minute. Do I have enough iron on this line for that? Hold on. No, I need 540. Wait. 540. Oh, I need to make twice as many as I am. Hee hee. Oopsie poopsie.
What is
I
that?
made a wee bit of a fucky wucky. Let's see if I can line these up correctly. The answer is probably not. How would I even go about doing that? Oh wow, I'm almost out of advanced plates. You know, I could do this. I could hold H here, and I believe I can see it through the floor now. Yeah. That looks correctly lined up. And that is also correctly lined up. Excellent. Are these backwards? No. Good. I would be sad. Just a little bit sad.
Oh, that.
Okay, so you can connect here, and then again here, and here, and here, and here. Mm-mm-mm. And then I need to also set the recipe. Can I help you, Mr. Mochus? Can I help Mr. Fuzzums? Mr. Fuzzums. Smoky.
What a here.
Smoky. Yeah. How is your building going? You were also working on something, right?
My building is done. I'm realizing an error I made.
Oh dear.
I forget the term you used for when you had like one belt go into one end and it would slowly just feed all the machines down a line. And you just have like a splitter at each machine.
Manifold.
That. So I did that, and I put all of my rods at one end of the manifold,
Mm-hmm.
and it just won't make the rods. I'm getting like 3 rods a minute
3?
for the entire production. I'm kind of just throwing a number out there, but I'm just watching the rods not getting made because it won't. There's so much stuff for it to backlog that's kind of taking forever for it to backlog. So I'm just gonna try to prioritize.
You can manually. First of all, make sure that the input line has enough like throughput for the whole manifold, right? You can't use like a Mark 1 or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
You can also manually feed it the input item, and it very quickly gets, you know, saturated at that point. So if you've
Fair.
got like 5 in a manifold, you can feed the last couple.
Yeah, it's fair.
Just whatever the input ingredient is.
Since I already did start working on it, I'll probably just do it to like split it in half and just have half go to one part, you know, one half the manifold, half to go to the other half. Put it
Yeah,
right in the center. So This'll work.
Okay. If I need 540, this is how much? This is 12 and a half times 20, I believe. So, yeah, that's how much it uses. So it uses 250, so we got another 200 even on this line. Let me go ahead and actually go through. If this is 200 and each of these uses 30, then this is 170. Goes out there, 140 here, 110 here, 80 here, 50 here, 20 make it through here. So this is where I would like to merge in a new line. Right there. Because I need to yoink another 70 or so. 20 go in there. And then I need 90 here. So I only need to steal 70. And this only needs 60. And that only needs 30. So this merger is where I do my thing.
Well, that's done. That'll just work for a while, and if I come back in like 30 minutes and we still only have like 10 engines made, then I can figure out what happened then.
Huh, true. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 5.
You said you're working on power right now?
I am not currently working on power, no. I'm working on the rest of this production line that I was working on last time.
Gotcha. Maybe I go work on. And what's the production line you're working on before I start something?
I'm working on the 37.5 advanced plates and the 15 frames a minute.
And then maybe I go figure out the rubber and plastic situation.
Oh,
wait, do we have?
I don't know. I mean, I know where there is an oil. It's way the fuck out there. But I don't know where there's any closer oil.
Well, last time I remember doing this, I remember just making it and then having to do a long ass trek and then it never getting used. But I'm going to get heartbroken again.
We did want to, yeah, because, okay, I'm trying to think if there's like a small one nearby that you could just use for, you know, introductory plastic and rubber.
Yeah.
Since at some point you want to do the super big, long, complicated bullshit.
For all the power and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
You had quite the system going on out there for it.
Indeed.
For now, I'll just search where oil, because you're gonna use oil for power as well, right? And that's where it got complicated.
Yeah, eventually I will. That's not when I upgrade the power. I'm not going to do that. I have coal out there that I've only partially utilized, but.
Okay, so you're working on coal, you're not going to be working on.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like 2,000 meters away
Is the nearest oil?
Yes.
That I wouldn't be surprised. Thank you, Infinite Nudge.
I guess time to start working on that.
Where is it? Is it the one that would be like? Is it down where we've already explored before?
Yes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it's like right on a zip line route.
Yep. I did pass over a little bit, I think.
then that's what I would be looking at.
So this is 9 times 30.
Good time to start.
Oh, that's exactly 270 in it. What a convenient number. Oh, I'm gonna have to close the door. Smokey, go get her. Yeah, go get her.
You remember if we vaguely want about the same amount of rubber and plastic? Or if you need
Yeah, I
one
mean,
more
I
than the
did
other?
when I made it. I'm pretty sure I made the same amount of each.
Alright, just making sure before I start setting stuff up. Be a good trial run for your program.
Uh, 270, 240, 210, 180, 150, 120, 90, 60, and 30. And then this, which is 270 down off of the 450. That would leave it with 180, which still requires a Mark III belt. And then we need a splitter here. Splitter. Here. You need 70, so you move in a Mark II.
That's it.
Huzzah.
Oh, I'm missing the wire. That's embarrassing. I can just take this little train you got going out here, though. Yeah, I don't think I recognize these little wires that you set up, but it's right by those little wires.
Oh yeah? There's a little one out there? Okay. I set those up previously. So I need another 420 screws, which is another, yeah, 8 and some change machines. 8.4 times 12.5 is a very annoying number. I guess it's only 105. 105 is what that comes out to. It's nicer than it seems at first.
True.
Which is, I believe, the number of... I mean, I have 110 here, and I did allocate 5 for that rod maker at the beginning. So that's the number I've got, yeah. Okay. So that means these should be, crafting as soon as I get them hooked up on the output side.
Alright. So it looks like we effectively have 3 normal nodes at this spot.
We've got 9 buildings per line. And you're making 20 each. That's... Oh, right, I can just merge everything together. That's good. It's times like these I should have manifold, like, blueprints already built. So I can just snap the bitch down and be done. 20, 40, 60. Ooh. I do not have enough of the advanced frames. The advanced belts, rather. Yeah, let's just go get the rest. Because as soon as this bit is hooked up, we'll be able to just get some because they're being made right here. It's literally the thing that I'm working on making. Ah, no damage. How many advanced plates do we have? All of them. Alright, elevator. You gotta take the elevator up. Just don't pay attention to the wire that's going through the fucking building. Yeah, maybe I could make that look a little better. Do something more like that. Oops, no power on the elevator. And fixed. Up we go.
Yeah, that is 120. That's correct.
Hello, still awake? Yeah, I'm still awake over here. It is currently 9:30 p.m. here. It is not actually all that late. People always get confused when I'm streaming like this because I had streamed like 9 hours previously, but reality is I stream at like noon my time. So it's not actually that strange. I usually do my evening streams as like multiplayer stuff. Because that's when my friends are on.
Hey.
20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 40, 60, 80. That feels wrong. What have I messed up? I did everything one too early. 60. 120, 40, 60, 80. There we go. That's right. Okay. Well, I want to copy paste that, but I can't. So what time is it for you? Not you, Austin.
Oh, would you look at that? It's 9:40.
Whoa. Mm-mm-mm. 3 a.m. over there. Sheesh. And I'm always streaming to people at 3 a.m. regardless. That seems to be my target demographic, is people awake at 3 a.m. Because when I stream earlier in the day, a lot of my viewers are from like Australia and New Zealand, and it's 3 a.m. at that time for them. Okay, so now I think we do... How am I gonna do this? I think I just bring that down.
Go into that.
Like so. And we've got a merger. Nope, that's not a merger. This is a merger.
Does it make sense that plastic makes less residue than rubber? Does that ring a bell to you?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
weird, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. The recipes are slightly different from one another.
Gotcha.
Does that work? Hold on. One further over, like this, I think, would be ideal. And then we go Mark 3 into here. And then we do... that doesn't look very good, does it? We go this way.
Do you want fuel or petroleum coke, or for me to just figure out how to trash residue? Or you got a preference?
Um,
Did you ever use fuel generators?
they are something that I use, but fuel generators use fuel. Can you,
Yeah,
you
but like,
wait, so what does residue have to make? It's petroleum coke and what?
and residual fuel. Residual fuel.
Now, is residual fuel just the name of the recipe? It still makes fuel. Or
Let
is
me
it like
see.
purple?
No, it's orange. No, it
Okay.
turns into, yeah. 6,000 heavy oil residue turns into just 4,000 fuel. You're right, that's just the name of the recipe.
Okay. Wait, doesn't heavy oil residue also make into the plastic and such, or is that not? That's not normally how it's done.
Heavy oil residue is the byproduct when you make rubber. And
Oh, yeah. I'm getting my recipes confused. Hee.
yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what to do with the dump. So I could either figure out some way to trash it or petroleum coke.
Yeah, probably make. Do we have fuel
Or
generators
fuel.
already?
That's a good question.
I think the answer is no. Can you do anything else with fuel? If not,
Vehicles, jetpacks.
oh yeah, you can package it. Nah, just make it. I mean, if you're going to make it into something, make it into petroleum coke and get a little bit of extra power so that it like pays for itself or something.
Is petroleum coke effectively coal?
Yeah,
What is that? Okay.
I don't remember exactly what the value of it is. It might be worth like half as much or something like that. But yes,
Alright, then just put some coal generators down to
so
do
coal
the rest.
coal has a value of 300 MJ. Petroleum coke has 180, so it's 60% as effective.
Yeah, well.
But you do make a fair bit of it, so figure out how many. Figure out. Oh, look, excellent use of the modeler.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely getting good use here. As long as I can figure out petroleum coke generator.
No, it should just be a coal generator. Should be all you need. But that's
Oh.
gonna require water. Are you near water?
Oh god. No?
Rough.
No, nowhere near water. It's going to an awesome sink.
You also left a dismantle crate somewhere out there. I'm sure it's not that much though. I'll go get it later.
Sure. Yeah, no, we are in the desert. There is a Mercer sphere though nearby.
Oh boy. Can you eat it?
I mean, I'm sure I could. Whether or not I should.
It deals enough brain damage just existing. Alright, let's make my remaining 8 screwers. We are screwing. Okay, so we can go like down to here with our remaining, what did I say, 270 or something? No, 110 is how much I had.
I just want to make.
Why is that not straight? Okay, let's do here. A splitter. There. Manifold go burr. Boom. And boom. And actually, I think I need to do that. That the last 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, get Mark 1 only. Yeah, there we go. Constructors. Done. You know, I probably could have gone with the less efficient recipe, or the more efficient recipe for the advanced plates, but I didn't really want to build like 20 assemblers. So I built 4 instead. And then you had to ask yourself, like, why did I ever do it the other way?
Yeah, it does sound like a pain in the ass. I don't know if these are geysers or if these are something else.
Are they
I did find
AC?
something that looks like water. It wasn't like straight in the ground, it was just like, and almost just like little puddles on coral, if you've seen that before.
Puddles on core. Oh, is that like perhaps... it's not sulfur, but I feel like we have seen that. We saw it right before we stopped playing last time, did we not?
Maybe, because I know I wanted to do geothermal power that was on geysers, but geysers look a little different, I think. They almost
Yeah,
look like
maybe I'm
molehills, if I remember
mistaken. Because we did, I feel like we did set something up on one of those, but I don't know if it was actually a geyser or not. It might be like, not sulfur, but something related.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. And then we get it to set up on the screwer. I hardly know her. Alrighty. And there we go. And that should be all of the materials. All we need to do is combine those over there, with these over here, to make some, what are those things called? Frames. How many of those do I need? I think I only need 3 crafters. 3. Go ahead and put them down here since they're heading towards the exit, I suppose. Yeah, that's enough space. Good job. Splitter here, here, here. Again, I hardly know her. Merger there, 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 and there.
There. Yeah, maybe these more geysers. Yeah, these are geysers.
Geysers.
I was mistaken. So I cannot use these for a water source, at least quite yet.
Yeah, bolted frames is what I need. At least I think bolted frames is what I use, yeah, because they use 140 a minute. Strange number. Okay, I actually need to do this. I have an extra place to connect. Okay. You need 140 screws a minute, so use 420? Yeah. Just enough to fit onto a single belt, thankfully. Just enough. Bro, did you start your channel in 2010? Technically, yes. I used to make content way back when I was in middle school. I made like Minecraft Let's Plays and shit, but I don't subject people to that anymore. At least not that low quality of stuff. I've long since deleted all that. I've only been making content recently for like, what, going on 4 months, I think. But yes, my channel is old. 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400. Oh, you know what? I think I actually needed a 9th one of these, didn't I? You know what? I'm not making a 9th one of these. We're gonna overclock one of them by 40%. We can handle that extra power load. Hopefully. Probably shouldn't overclock the first one in the line, though. That's gonna fuck up all my numbers. I should overclock the last one. Overclock this one down here. Oh, you need me to actually put in... There we go. It's still gonna fuck up all my numbers, but on the other side. 110... This is now our Mark III. Oh, it already was. Never mind. Didn't fuck up any numbers. I'll just be safe and do that. Okay. I was shocked. I thought it was a bug. Your oldest video is 3 months old. Yes, I've long since privated those. Maybe someday in the distant future, if somebody pays me good money, to be honest. I will unprivate all those god-awful Minecraft videos. Not a moment sooner. Somebody's gonna want to see them, I'm sure. I'm not gonna be able to keep those hidden forever. Someone will want to see them just to spite me, you know? Just because I said I don't want to show them off. Why am I doing this in a complicated way like this? Just fucking connect the splitter, hello? Oh no, it's off center by 1. It's actually more frustrating than it should be. Nothing we can do about that. Just gonna have to deal with a slight squiggle. Go, my screws. Yes. Yes.
I think I'm gonna end up going and tampering with my motors a little bit because I'm starting to run into the issue of needing 135 motors when we have 20.
We only have 20?
Yeah, 21
Okay.
now.
Yeah, something's fucked. That sounds like less than we were making.
Possibly. I don't know how many we were making before, but we're not making too many right now.
Just right there. These are nice.
It's like
These are nice.
2 a minute. They just hit 22.
I feel like I have a pretty nice little loadout here. This is making 60 a minute. Oh, you're making like 2 a minute? That is possibly worse than we were. I don't remember how many we were making before.
Let me figure out what the hell is going on.
I'm gonna be done with mine pretty soon, so I can come check it out as well. And then, for the time being, big box. And next to it shall be big box number 2. Not big box full of number 2, mind you. That would be gross. Just big box number 2. Okay. And we'll go ahead and poop. And poop. And there we go. We have science. It is done. We have plates and frames.
Hell yeah.
Go full Batman and jump off the side of a skyscraper. Are these done making screws yet? Oh, you guys are still rather full on screws, aren't you? Aren't you there?
Was I supposed to make... Let me go ahead and start with this. Let me make this a Mark II miner and see if that fixes everything. See if that was what I was doing.
That's almost certainly what it was, if I had to guess.
I can't remember. I think that was one of the things where I was like, hey, I'll just set it up for a Mark II, but put a Mark I until we have those.
Until we have them.
I'm gonna go see if that's what happened, because that'd be really convenient.
If that's all you needed. Does it feel like every single step is slow?
No. No, it doesn't.
That's concerning then.
Yeah, because there's definitely parts that are backlogged.
Oh man, we got like a whole bunch of layers of shit. Alright, I'm gonna need to follow... You know, this'll be good for me to test and see if I can follow things. Because you said you made this fairly neat. It's still got a little spaghettified at the end, but...
Yeah, the closer you get to the end, the worse it looks.
Okay. I
Just
do
in terms of
think
belts.
you probably wanted to use a Mark II miner regardless.
So, coming up, but I'm going to put that down.
Each of these smelters smelts 30. So these down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 do 240. And these do 240 as well. I assume there's... Oh, that doesn't quite reach, does it? Can I actually zipline up that, or is that too steep? Oh, you've got a ladder, it's fine. I don't need
Before I had a 1 that was
about that.
a double overclocked, and now I have a 2 double overclocked.
So is this one beam support in the corner, like, was that like gonna be your idea of how to spice things up? Or...
No, I just did it to, like, get this platform up.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
There's
so...
no spicing up.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you definitely wanted a Mark II.
But now I have a Mark II double overclocked.
Yeah,
Hold
so
up,
now now you have the correct amount for how many smelters you have.
Okay. That's good. That's... I mean, there's probably still an efficiency beyond that, but just doubling everything's a good start.
Doing 12.5 times 4 here is 50, but you have 3 miners, or oh, wait, is this not all wire? No, this is all wire. Okay. What in God's... Okay. I see what you're talking about. I just saw
Alright, maybe I can help decipher what's going on.
I saw the
We're
wire
really-
just going both directions in one spot, and I was like, what?
Oh yeah, this is where it got worse.
Okay.
This is where it got worse.
Alright,
Just watch the wire. Yeah.
part of the inefficiency is probably behind these making 90 a minute and only consuming 50, but maybe that doesn't matter. Okay, and then you made a bunch of wire. And then the wire goes all over the place. These 5 are going into these, which use 100 per minute, so 200 per minute total. Yeah, these aren't getting enough iron, even though the backlog seems like it would suggest otherwise. In the long term, they won't, I don't think, right? Because none of these are overclocked, are they? Yeah, so
No,
those
these
are
are
making
all-
150. These, unless you didn't need the full 200, then it's probably fine. These use 15 a minute. Wait, these use 15 a minute. These make 25 a minute. Yeah, I guess you didn't need the full amount. It might still be a little inefficient, but it's not too bad. The stators don't seem to be the problem currently, though.
It's the rotors are really struggling. And the rotors were struggling because they just weren't getting enough metal rods.
Okay, and the rotors... The rotors are downstairs, I presume?
Yeah. I only had these 2 N ones making it, so it was just iron wasn't getting to them for a while because they had to feed 9 other machines before they got it.
Looks like the screws are doing fine. The iron rods come from, what, down here?
Yeah, down here.
Is this all
these
the iron
2
rods? Is these 3 crafters?
Yes.
Okay. 15, so you're making 45 rods a minute. And then
Yeah.
up here, each of these needs 20 a minute. So that's probably part of it, is you're only making half as many as you need. If you're making 45 a minute and each of these is using 20.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Also, where's that fucking dismantle crate? Get over here, you little shit.
You found it?
No, but I'm working on it. Aha! What's in here? Oh my god. Sir,
Yes.
there's a lot in this.
What's in it?
There's a Mercer sphere, some rods, 4 stacks of iron ingots. There's like 12 stacks of modular frames and 10 of these SAM fluctuators. Where'd you even get the SAM fluctuators?
Good question. Maybe you had an old dimensional teleporter I disassembled.
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. Almost certainly what it is, actually. 'Cause that's the exact crafting recipe. Alright, I'm gonna leave those other 6 stacks of frames there. Because I cannot carry
That's
them.
fine. Yeah, so I'm not making enough rods. That would make sense.
But hey, I now understand how that machine works. I was able to follow it for the most part. I didn't feel the need to follow every single line.
It was just a little wire that was a bit questionable.
Call the elevator. Hello, Mr. Elevator.
And these are really just backing up because I'm not getting enough rods. Problem is, I don't think I can just...
There we go.
Unless...
Taking the elevator.
We're just gonna do... Oh, so this is... No, I can't. This can only make 480. There's no reason to do more than 480.
480 screws.
No, my 480 iron per minute out of this one miner.
Why do I have so many fucking... I'm deleting some of these rods. Wait, no, I don't need to delete them. There's this big chest I made over here. Specifically for the rods.
Was there no other rod makers?
Now that's a good question that I don't know the answer to. Perhaps you
I
already
don't see
had
where
some
else the rods were coming from.
Yeah, perhaps you had some rod makers and you accidentally deleted them while reorging and forgot that you needed to add them back or something.
We're gonna go with something like that.
Because, like, I don't doubt that you had the math at least somewhat ballpark figured out.
Yeah. Wait. Nah, we did want some rotors separately.
Okay, next in line, I was gonna go fix up the power supply issue because looking at this, we are once again looking at this thing where the max consumption is excessively high compared to our capacity, and we're just kind of hoping that 40% of our factory stays off forever. Right now, it is actually kicking up into our biofuel burning. It's not kicking into it very much, but we are now past the this is what coal can provide us line, so I'm gonna go out there and see what I can do. Which is probably just gonna involve upgrading to Mark IIs and then copy pasting coal. Oh, I haven't set big lines out here yet. I'm gonna do that. Probably on the way back.
Have a short-term solution that I'm going to implement for the time being.
I love a short-term solution to a long-term problem.
I have a shit ton of stator makers or rotor makers that aren't doing anything currently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna bring all those rotor makers up to my engine, to my motors, and just dump those in for the time being.
Because we need motors.
We need motors. And I would rather not just have that one thing doing nothing. Is this?
Is this customer service? My RGB on my keyboard died. When you can you send me another? Did you actually lose the RGB on your keyboard? That's unfortunate. Tim.
You say Tim?
Yeah.
Tim's messaging you, or is this a different Tim?
No, it's Tim on Twitch chat. How was 40K?
Tim, just tell us about 40K in person.
The whole thing is now black? Well, then you can be inclusive. You have a token black keyboard. It's token because you want it to be RGB, but... Okay, I need to sort out in my head all this math. I don't think I'm actually using all the coal currently, or am I? I'm currently using 60 plus 120 is 180, which I actually am using all of across 12 generators. But I can quadruple that. And that would be pretty cool if I did that. Let's go ahead and get I'm gonna need an equipment workshop. Or some portable miners. You know, there's one little thing that I'm kind of surprised they never added. Which is...
And that is?
When I replace a Mark I with a Mark II miner, it requires that I have 2 portable miners.
Mm-hmm.
But the miner Mark I has one in it. Right? So if I...
Oh, yeah.
So I have to actually delete it and then replace it.
So then you just have like an extra...
Or I'll have an extra miner. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I said this was a temporary solution. I might have intended to do that in the past where I just make all those rotors go into the motor machine
Mm-hmm.
because I had a dimensional depot set up for rotors
Mm-hmm.
along that chain. So I had 2 different dimensional depots for rotors, which seems unnecessary.
That does seem rather unnecessary, yes.
But either way, all of a sudden, we are now going to have
How
rotors
much?
coming out
Oh,
at
how
10
much?
per minute.
How much longer are you guys going to be on? I need to jump out for 20 to walk my dog. Did you want to, like, play something when you get back? Is that what you're implying?
I will probably...
Sounds
20
like-
minutes sounds about exactly the time
Yeah.
I'll be hopping off.
Sounds like the proper time for you to go. Also, I have people home tonight, so I can't just be super loud at all hours. As much as I would like to be.
As a matter of fact, just because those are going to take a while, I'll probably set up the infrastructure for the plastic and, like, plan it out, and then peace out.
Word. For the time being, I think I can just delete that whole line. And just do this directly. The fuck? Blech. That's more like it. Now that's coal. That's pod racing. Should I be taking from inventory before depot? See, the thing with turning on take from inventory before depot is that you run out of shit. The other side of it though is that when you're deleting stuff and you're taking from depot first, you end up with a bunch of random shit in your inventory. Because you like build from the depot and then when you delete something, you don't.
Yeah.
Alright, so I need to be quadrupling the number of coal factories. That's a lot of coal factories. Perhaps we begin by simply placing room for the coal factories. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. I would like it to be 8 wide. There we go. And then we need another 7. I guess 7.5 wide works, yeah. Nah, should probably make it the full 8, yes? Off to sleep, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking late for you, so see you around, man. Wait, what'd you say, Austin?
I was just saying, yes, you should.
Yes, I should.
Whatever you're talking to yourself about. I don't know what you're talking about, but you should do it.
You should definitely do it.
Yeah.
Thanks, voice in my head. Time to bomb an orphanage. What?
I'm sorry.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, oops.
Whoopsies.
Looks like I signed myself up for infanticide. Signed you up.
No, you're culpable. I've got it on tape.
Chat. My official position. I do not support infanticide.
And you may
You can
quote
quote
me
me
on
on
that. Killing babies is bad. More news at 11. Okay, so that is... So going from 12 up to 16. How many of these do I need? Let me ask myself that question. I need 4 per 60, so 8 per 120, 16 per 240. I need a total of 48. I had 12. This is 16, so I want to duplicate this again. 16 is also using 240 a minute? Yes. So I want to go that way with it. Another 8. You know, we're gonna go with 10. Because that makes it nice and easy to zoom. And then I can just delete the last two at the end. There's also something to be said for making a blueprint of just like a 4x4 platform. Just placing a shitload of those.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than zooping.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever really tried that. Okay, I would like to give myself some more room in the future. I give myself 8 here. Maybe I actually did want to go one further. Sneaking suspicion I'm going to want just slightly more room than I did for this first line, which was quite cramped to build. And they're not all going to look the same, sue me. To be honest, there's... I could consider building one of these on the end and then literally deleting the one I already made. And just, like, changing it up slightly so that it's less shit.
Fair.
Especially since, like I'm mostly considering that because I don't really want to deal with the weird ratios that are going to crop up from this. Because I was using 12 on this line, and now I'm going to be using 16. It's like,
yeah.
do I really want to? Do I want to deal with figuring out what belts need to go where for me to get 4/3 throughput? When I could just not. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. 16. That will allow me 8. I believe, as this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as well. Yes. So you now have access to this entire extra platform, which I will make use of when I delete you in the future. That's as close as I can put them. Oh god. I'm already out of reinforced plates. Well, that was quick. Time to go home. Huh? Can I make... Do I need anything special for these? No. Good. Close enough. Great. So that's hooked up. Now we can start actually drawing lines with the big boy. There we go. Let's go ahead and get a power platform set up here. You know, just kind of, I do that so that I can sort of move it once I'm up here and make it actually look nice, right? Rather than flipping it over the side. Can't quite fucking reach that. Yeah. Would I be able to reach that if I were over here? Oh yeah. Damn, I just cut out like 20 power lines from this connection by just going over the top of a mountain with two big ones.
Nice.
Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Tell me if this kills the entire grid. Good, that means it's set up correctly. I'm out walking my dog right now, so I didn't hear your reply, but you could tell me through Morse code and then teach me Morse code through sign language, and that would be fantastic. Okay, do you know sign language? I don't suppose those schmucks followed me, did they? No? Good. And there we go. Now getting there is much quicker. And I had forgotten what I needed to do, but I needed to set up the, what are they called? The dimensional depots. I forgot to set up dimensional depots for the products. I also don't know sign language, so you should spell it out through normal language. I see. Okay, so you want me to use normal language to teach you sign language to teach you Morse code, but you can't hear me, so you... How are you going to receive the normal language? I'm noticing we're at sort of like an impasse here. Alright, can I make multiple dimensional depots? I can make exactly one right now. Okie dokie. Go ahead and get down a crafting bench. Alright, so I'm gonna get a dimensional depot down for rods, for frames, and for advanced plates.
Okay.
Although the rods are gonna be at like 5 a minute, so... Missing reinforced plates. Motherfucker! I am standing next to the reinforced plates crate. Just let me have some.
Production and extractor.
Boom. Alright, all those are now in the system. Hopefully I won't run out of advanced plates anymore. Just grab myself some extras now, since I know I'm gonna need them. Same with the frames. Did you not feel like grabbing the ladder? Okay. So if you can hear me, Tim, which I know you said you can't hear me, but if you can hear me, no. Oh, that gets in the way, doesn't it? Okay. Alrighty. I see how it is. Gotta sail on the left side if I'm going to the coal. How's your, plastic?
Oh, it's going alright. Definitely enjoy having the tool you sent me.
The modeler, yeah.
Yeah, that is a pretty handy change.
You figure out how to use it and all that.
Yeah, and this is a pretty simple one to start off with, so I'm not going hyper complicated with this. It's just, 6 refiners of each.
Mm-hmm.
Well, either way, I got a base down for it. I'm assuming, yeah, it's 10:30 now, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I will, follow behind once I have finished what I'm working on here. I said I needed 4 per...
We'll
oh,
give boaters some time to back up.
16 per
good.
T40. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So 8 is how many I needed, not 16. Thank goodness. Yeah, that sounds like things are progressing nicely, and I'm gonna have some motors whenever I need them, or assuming I don't need that many.
No, it should be 10 a minute now, and
Okay.
10 minutes seems to be going smoothly.
Cool, 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 cool. And then plastic and rubber are getting set up as well.
Yeah, those are not currently set.
Once coal is set up here, we're gonna be fine on power for a little while because we'll have 72 generators. Or 36 generators. 36 generators? Final answer, 48 generators. And then we will... yeah, we'll be good on power. And we got the frames set up, and I guess next time it'll probably be, like, advanced frames or some shit. We're gonna need to centralize at some point. Either centralize or decentralize. We need to pick one. You know?
Start the train network going.
Yep. We need to either build a mega base of some kind, or we need to start training. And if we're building a mega base, we still need trains.
I was gonna say, I kind of like the train setup. Maybe just do the train setup for now.
Yeah, it was nice to have the whole thing going, because it, like, just kind of worked once we had a system going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we started setting up the, we started setting up the mega base, but we just kind of kept expanding other places, and then that never really became a thing, so...
Yeah, the big base, I mean, we did use it, but, like, it was a final location, you know?
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that the base we've built right now could potentially also be a final location, because as long as all we need to craft is space factory parts there, which is like, that's the final place that all of our stuff goes eventually, is spaceship parts.
Yeah.
Putting down a few spaceship parts machines doesn't even take up that much room, as long as that's all you're doing there.
True. Just have it as that.
Yeah, it'll be our advanced plate frame rod overflow and spaceship part house. One of these things is not like the others, right? Yeah, so that'll be good. And I'll go ahead and stop stream right around now as well, since you're hopping off. Just a little bit of Satisfactory.
Alright, well, I will see you around then.
Yeah, so peace to you, and I will see you guys over here around later as well, specifically tomorrow, same time as always. Probably Balatro, but we'll see. Peace.